Gotta check out these new markers. Check it out, we're back with another round of sticker submissions. Got plenty of packs to go through, and even a little sponsor for the collab section of this video. Definitely excited to dive into these Ohuhu paint markers. Without further ado, this envelope's got my eye. Looking like we got a nice hand-drawn set here from Gaspo. He sent a bunch of tags and throwies. He said he picked these blanks up off of the web shop there. They're kind of my starter pack for sticker submissions. Seemed to serve him very well. He said he hasn't been tagging in a while, but he felt inspired to get back into it. The two-tone and matte texture on these is fresh. Those are some nice saucy blue cutty tags. Let's check out this sign. He said it featured longboarding and art. Very fresh. Volume 2. Looking real official. Welcome to issue 2 of Obsidian Magazine. Love the little anecdotes on the page here. I know you wish you were at the cabins with all the homies right now. And a little blurb to match the energy of the photo. Very fresh stuff. Well, Gaspo, thanks for sending the magazine. And of course, all the stickers coming in from Texas. Ooh yeah, can sense a collab in the mix. Tips coming in proper. I feel like Tips, your lines have gotten even more intricate and skinny as time's gone on. Definitely refining the character. Even compare these two. You got the bold printout. You've had this for a little while now. Really do like how the skinny line is highlighting the character's like intricacies a little bit better. Check that out. Looks like they're warping through time travel. Classic orange on there. That little teal color too. Nice invert. Reminds me of like the old scratch art. Got a huge tag collab. Got Mac, Nuff, and Tips on there. Head back to the big guys. This one honestly feels like it might have a canvas in it. I think I've got a feel for it, because sure enough, 2 canvases. Oh, 1 canvas, double panel, scarf. Looking fresh. Love the pinks on that. Yeah, that's crazy. Big ups for sending the double panel. Mini tags as well on the undocumented hellos. Just the plain blue style. Ooh, easy pull there. Venture ahead. Too much chaos. 2MC. Scarp. Very fresh. That hangs nice. That should paste that up on the wall behind us. There we are. Little background ad for the time being. Safe to say Scarp likes to go a little XL on all his tags and stuff. 8 stickers up on this guy. Little Sive Scarp. Super fresh style on that. Definitely digging it. Little wavy. Nice. Scarp knows no limits. These are saucy from the tags all the way through. Funky E on the end here. Good looking out, Scarp. Thank you very much for the pack. Ooh, trust them. Check out this massive pill logo. Trust them. Love the style on that. The glossiness of the sticker almost makes it look like it's got like a clear capsule on top. Very fresh. We're 2 ships passing in the night at the sticker movie, but we've traded a couple times since then. Pretty sure he's out of Portland and knows a thing or two about his vinyl prints. These things are top tier. Love that character too. Stashing all those for the book so we can make sure to get some nice bright vinyls in the mix. Big ups. Here we go. Now we're talking some 3D puffer. Padded 3M on the back. Turning this drawing into a sticker. Tricky's coming at us hot. What's up, Sive? Over the years that I've watched graffiti content, I gotta say, you've been the most fun, supportive, and inspirational. And I really appreciate your genuine soul. Well, big ups, Tricky. Always trying to get people the proper hype for their work. Flip? Collab? Looks like we got something to work on now. Love the instructional flip to collab on these. I feel like that's like an ink blotter that you could riff off of and make a character or something on top of. Very fresh, Tricky. Wow, look at this one. Huge calligraphy tag on that. Little piece at the top. All smiley backdrop. Oh, good. A pamphlet all about graffiti prevention. Little DIY design in there too. Well, Tricky. Big ups for the pack, and I feel like it's time to start in on some of those collabs. So once again, huge thanks to Ohuhu for sending these markers on through. Wow, look at that setup. Pre-color coded for you. 4 different leaves in the mix. So the 24 acrylic set features both broad tip style, so you get a nice large nib here, and then a duplicate of each color in the fine tip as well. Let's see what we can do with that. About to go in on the Tips collab here, but the square style was going to be a lot to do with the little bullet tip. And the Ohuhu set here, these are all brush tip paint markers, which I've genuinely never tried before, but hopefully I can get a little bit more saucy of a tag out of that. And they're all pre-juiced, so let's see what happens here. Ooh, that's a nice calligraphy. Yeah, this is going to work real good. Honestly, I feel like this is the smoothest calligraphy tip I've ever used. Each line just feels so buttery. The nib's a little bit stiffer than alcohol brush tips. Normally I feel like my line's kind of jittery with those. Here I'm really comfortable and it's pulling real nice and even. I let the first round of purple dry up here. I think I'm gonna do maybe a light purple in there to get it a little extra contrast. I think I might have to add a little tooth onto Tricky so we got some complementing light purples in the mix. The accent of the light purple over top of the dark purple was no trouble. Really good opacity all around. Just messing around with some funky eyebrows and keeping the face a bit simple, but little guy I've been messing with a bit. And honestly, super impressed with the brush tip. Smooth chisels on there. It made for some deep opacity as well. And honestly, the coverage there with the kind of saucy butter flow to each tag was a lot of fun. Mac, Nuff, and Tips, hope you enjoy that one. And Tricks, hope you enjoy this guy. Those collabs feel like they definitely set the mood here. Let's get back into some more packs. It's got a cool scroll on the front of this guy. Something tells me this is going to be some top tier work. I always use the judgment of the penmanship on the front as well as the styles there to pre-allocate if we got to be extra hype on it. Art Fresco, master of the calligraphy and tag setup. Check that out. Art Fresco. Love the sketchy style there. The black calligraphy with then kind of the white etching on top. Ooh, and the scythe hit. Kind of a similar style there. Hashtag calligraphy, hashtag calligraffiti, baby. Love the border red there. Very cool. Art Fresco. Oh, got the metal style. That A, dude, so saucy. Oh, and it's a collab. Very fresh. Little mini guys. Look how smooth those letters are, and they're an inch tall. And this one's even got an embossing on it. You check that out? It reads Art Fresco Studios, official seal. Definitely a first. Never seen someone seal a sticker on top. Fresco, big ups, sir. Keep an eye out on the streets for my tag. 6 sent some of these throwies last time. Got some earthy greens. Gradient one's supposed to be an eggshell. Those will last plenty long. Some more color flips here. Hello, my name is 6. Oh, sweet. A chrome throw collab. Pink and orange. This one's getting messy. Like the backdrop on this. Maybe some oil splatters all over the lime green. 6, your throwy is on point. Plenty of collabs. Keep the world busy. Very linear here. I'm deciphering this as Claze, K-L-A-Z, on like the mega block letter. These little bits are just so faint in there. Makes it look almost just like one large rectangle. I love that. Check out this throw. Big saucy back end. K-A maybe on that. Chrome tags. Got even like a teeny bit of red bleed off the edge of the silver there. I wonder if that's a homemade ink style there. Not often you find that in a off the shelf. A homie of wrecker is a homie of mine. Big ups. A lot of big packs this time around. What's up, Sive? I'm 17. I'm a graffiti artist from Texas. Got that skull character on the note there. Got a little receipt tag. Jang on the pumpkin character. Ooh, that caught my eye. Very fresh on the silver chrome. Sounds like he had stickers in the works, then fell off making packs and stickers and stuff for a couple years. Got around to sending it, and that's all that matters. Love the spray paint backdrop on that too. Another skull character there. Fresh on that outline. Super saucy. Well, Jang, big ups. Thanks for the pack. Love the colors on that guy to finish us out. GPT. We got a little cat print out. Looking a little like staticky. It's got some cool texture to it. It's like maybe some hand-drawns on some postals and then reprinted for mass distribution. Cool like collage style to it all. Very fresh GPT. Big ups for the pack. What's up, Sive? This is my first time sending in for sticker submissions, and it will not be my last. Started doing stickers about a year ago, so they're not the best, but they are good. Hope you enjoy the stickers. My name is also SCRD, and it stands for Sacred. A couple beanie characters here, and some hellos. Sacred, big ups. Loving the pack. Next up, we got this little mini pack here from Binks. Definitely a little newer to the game, but plenty busy with all these styles here. Doing a lot of digital stuff in the mix. Ooh, the red and white one came out really fresh. Loving that style there. Almost gets more of a pattern vibe to it. Gotta want it. Got a little can character on his letter saying, that's if Peter Pan was Peter Can. Right on. Binks, thank you for the pack. Ooh, well, we got a couple collabs that we could work on. Love the style of this one, so that's a must. And honestly, the colors on the Jang have me looking at it too. Those will be our next two goes. Length of the brush tip markers is kind of interesting because I can kind of keep it in the pocket of my thumb and my pointer finger here, and it lets me get a little bit more articulation, get a little bit more finger movement to the flow here. So I was just going to juice the nib on this light blue, and check that out. There's a chisel tip within it, and the valve also has a little sponge in there. I wonder if that's to kind of help distribute the paint around the actual nib itself. We're a little late on the draw to the chisel tip with all those brush tips we were using, but definitely a nice extra feature in these. Oh boy. You can tell these things are getting manufactured at sea level because they're getting juiced so fast with the high altitude. Love Love how both of these came out. So we got the two-tone calligraphy here with fresco. I think my fill actually makes his pop off even better than it did earlier. The gold and silver marker really laid up well. You know, sometimes other paint markers have trouble laying over top of the silvers and the metallics, but honestly, when I was cutting back with the blues or even the gray there, no trouble at all once it had dried. And then on our throwy side of things, got a little saucy there with the colorways, but honestly, that lime green is perfect to my favorite color, lime green right there. Had to throw in the darker green to get a little bit more contrast off of it. That light pink as well. Nice single pass fill on there. You can still see a little bit of the red through that, so if I was trying to be a little more artisan, I'd probably double coat it, but honestly, very, very impressed with the single coat on some of the lightest colors there. All right, let's stash these aside and get back to some sticker packs. All right, this next pack kind of exploded in shipping, but looks like all the stickers still made it, so thankfully we still get to rock up with some stuff from Selt here. Definitely some saucy tags there. SLT, SELT, excuse me. Almost looks clean upside down too. I think that's a good testament of a solid tag. Mirrored, kind of Selt throwy there. Actually, that's one for the brain tease. I wonder how fast Selt can draw it inverted versus regular. Check out this big one, very fresh. Many to go around. Big up, Selt. Thank you for the pack. Gosh, is this the third video back-to-back with stuff from Evo? Smooth little dripper tag there with a mop, probably. Like this 8-bit wasp. Big old mop tags. Those came out really clean. Like that kind of like simple cut style. Right on, Evo. Big ups for pack number maybe 3 for 3 at this point. Yo, Sav, I can't wait for your next sticker submissions. The book is looking really nice. Coming in from Nome, Deutschland. Gotta check out this cardboard to start off. Love that style, like kind of a swooping like straight letter. That's kind of an interesting go. KCT on that, buddy. Just a kid. Very fresh. And we got the gnome character, very fresh. A GN. I like the drop shadow under the G here. Pops off the hello, my name is really nicely. Character man, light blue tag as well. Thanks for the Sive hit up and sending these all the way from Germany. All right. There's only one person that would be sending a pack this fat. Any guesses? None other than Mr. T-Skate himself. Some Japanese back-to-backs here. I always found it funny that these stickers shared a backing to 2 sides there. Very resourceful. Look like mop tags on these all through and through too. Right on T-Skate. Big ups for the heater set as always. A little stuck to the envelope here. Starting off with like a speckled Garfield. Guy's looking pretty fun. The transparency on this one almost makes it more realistic. Excellent colors on that. Looking very mopey. Big ups. Thank you for the pack, Sick. All right, the outside of this envelope. A spoiled Popanil sending another set my way. Check out those illustrations. Loving that like scratchy fill. Definitely some fun illustration styles. And yeah, these are definitely stickers as well. This look like almost, you know, your little thumbnail illustrations. Holographic with white ink. Cannot go wrong with that. Some like notes in the background. I don't even know what to kind of call that character. Kind of a hybrid, crazy drippy guy there. Ooh, loving that style. Looks like something out of a nightmare. Almost like weird spritzing out of the backside of the character there. Crazy how unique each and every one of these characters really is. No shortage of ideas coming out from Popanil. Classic gator in the satanic hood. You know, they say 1 for the books, but Popanil sent 50 for the buck. No way around that. Thank you very much. All right, we got like a big old box here. Wonder if it's high volume stickers. Custom made box. Oh boy. We got stacks. Spooky24 at spooky_stickers on Instagram. Now this looks like a mural. You can see the texture of the kind of bricks behind and then converted into the sticker. Got a nice big stack of those to go around. A little spooky hello. That'll leave Brittany alone over on this guy. Holographic spooky hellos as well. Big stacks all around. Spooky. Big ups. Thank you for the pack. Pick one of each for the side stash. Before we get adding into the sticker book here, I wanted to give this tips one a hit up. Couldn't miss the opportunity to give some of these kind of turquoisey blues a try. Now, although light blue is not typically my go-to to complement greens and stuff, Ohuhu has had me in good hands thus far, so I'm going to keep their recommendations going and see how this works out. something I just noticed when doing some of these bigger fill sections is I'm not actually grinding through the paper surface like some other acrylic markers. Basically, when you draw large sections and you fill them in with acrylic paint markers, bad ones will actually kind of peel up the paper a little bit and make it super rough, as well as it's not like wet on the page, so it's actually damaging the paper underneath. Definitely nice to see that they've got a good formula paint in here. Tips, eyes, and teeth here are more so white with a little bit of peach on it, so maybe I'll do peach and then do some white over top of that. Here's our first chance at a super light color over black. That definitely passes my checkout. Obviously a double coat on a light color never hurts. Crazy to see how much better the pigments in acrylic paint markers have come. Back when I first started, acrylic paint markers literally were just as translucent as like a highlighter. You couldn't get any pigment out of them. They were not even worth going after. And nowadays it's like they're up in line and just as good as everything else. So the first pass success on the light orange kind of set in a little bit. So you're getting a little bit of bleed through from the darker colors there. Same is true up in the from. You can see it kind of just peek behind. I'm just gonna hit it with a quick second coat. Make sure we don't see any of that blue underneath. You know, a lot of people like to just test the white and see how that does, but I find the yellows and the like sherbet colors like this are even a better testament. They have to have not only the pigment inside, but also, you know, the white backdrop, so they can't just thicken it up a ton and make it a big whiteout pen. All right, I think I left it all out there with this wild style piece. Tips, you were very kind to set me up for success with the kind of greeny blue complements here. The colors really did work well together. So sometimes you get, you know, mixed marker sets that don't have complementing shades of colors, but the blue greens were perfect in that seafoam colorway. I can see the same also coming out of the purples and reds and pinks. Those are going to be a great colorway. Classic fire colorway there, and then all your specialties, you know, black, whites, and silvers. Great marks for that. Great marks for how the colors laid on the page. You know, this is more or less just paper, and never did I have an issue where I was getting too wet and the paper was actually pilling up. They laid down great. That's a nice sign for, you know, the pigments and stuff are not going to be too watery. They're really even coating, and then they're going to come at you with nice opacity on top of that. So altogether, definitely a good recommendation if you're going after a new pack of acrylic markers, and definitely check out the description for some more details about the Ohuhu acrylics. All right, let's get into that sticker book. All right, catch you on the next one. Peace.